You know, I've never wore a tie like that. Plus, the guy makes me look like I'm some sort of wimp with small arms. You know, I work out every day. I mean, you know, change that graphic. Anyway, we'll get on that after the show. What are my headlines? My safe word, Elizabeth Warren. I'm like, I can't help myself. So CZ, Zhenpeng Zhao, known as CZ, the founder of Binance, he's still the largest shareholder, by the way. He's worth $80 billion. He went to jail for 4 months, not for money laundering, but for a violation of the Bank Secrecy Act that he didn't, as CEO of Binance, put it in proper control so other people didn't do bad stuff.
Right.
He did go to jail for 4 months. Trump just pardoned him. I broke the story that it was coming. And what I did early in the week was break the story that over this pardon and the attacks from Elizabeth Warren, CZ essentially wrote Warren a demand letter saying you need to retract what you put on X about me, or else I'm suing you for defamation. And so what'd she say about him? She said that, you know, it's horrible that I'm paraphrasing a little bit. You can go to my Twitter feed and my story in the New York Post. It's horrible that Trump pardoned him. This is all about Trump's family. Trump's family businesses very, very much into crypto because you were convicted of money laundering.
So she misunderstood.
He wasn't convicted of money laundering.
Yeah. He
was convicted of the Bank Secrecy Act, not having proper controls. Trump pardoned him, saying, listen, he was over-prosecuted. This was part of the Biden administration crackdown on all things crypto. I would say it sounds like a little bit of a harsh sentence for a guy that ran something and it was kind of like a books and records violation. You know, he did fix it. You know, they said fix it, and he did. But they really threw the book at him on this thing.
But that was in the wake of everything else at the time too, right?
Yes,
I mean,
FTX,
Freed and everything else and everything, you know. So,
but they really threw the book at him on this thing.
Yeah,
and there's no doubt that she misstated what he did, and there's no doubt that she was put on notice by his lawyer in real time and asked to retract,
and
she didn't. So now, earlier in the week, she basically introduced a resolution to have the Senate condemn the pardon. It's not going to go anywhere, but she made a big thing out of it. We ran it. We tracked her down and asked her, you know, there are people who think this is defamation. What do you say to that? She basically said, nah, you know, I didn't commit defamation. I said what really happened, but she didn't. And as of now, we're a couple of days in, she still hasn't apologized. I think give it 3 more days. If she doesn't apologize, this guy's suing him. I mean, I spoke with a lawyer, and you know,
for what though? What damages?
Well, that's a good point. Where are the damages? Because everybody kind of knows what's going on, but she is making a big thing out of it. She's going on the Senate floor and misstating. Now, ironically, if you know anything about
how much. Right, that's the thing.
But we don't know. I mean, what is the opportunity cost he's missing by her running around saying that he's a money launderer,
right? You know, if its stock price went down, or you know, I don't know, his holdings went down, something then that's tangible.
Suppose he can't get his job back. I mean, he would like to run
finance. Harder to prove, but still.
I mean, you see what I'm saying? You don't know the opportunity cost. I just don't understand why she doesn't apologize. Listen, I misstated. I still think it's horrible. He didn't get. I mean, it's literally right there. And then she kind of doubles down on it with this whole Senate floor stuff. Her and Adam Schiff, the California senator. She's a senator from Massachusetts. They're both players on the banking committee. They're both Trump haters, famously. You know, they start doubling down, saying this is about corruption and this and that. So we haven't heard the last of the story. You know, will she apologize? It would be out of character. I know I would, because you can apologize and you can have your cake and eat it too, so to speak, right?